Hi, I'm Gavin. So another mini film stock review. It's not often we get a new film, but Harman or Ilford, who make a lot of black and white. I think there's some kind of weird thing why Ilford can't do colour, but it has to be under the Harman label. Anyway, Harman, who are Ilford, who normally make black and white, made a colour film, and it's called Phoenix. It's called Phoenix 200. So we all saw it. We all rushed out and bought some, and I'm sure there's plenty of reviews of it online, but I thought I'd do something a bit different with it. I got a friend to take it and shoot it again in Asia. So we've got lots of different things going on that we wouldn't normally see. I mean, we've got different skin tones, we've got all those kind of things, and I just wanted to see how it would fare. I mean, I don't know how expensive, is it super expensive? I don't know, 11, £12 a roll. Is it a gimmick? Is it something, you'd use a lot? Anyway, so let's have a look at some pictures that were shot with it, and you'll sort of see. Well, then I'll come back and I'll have a quick sort of follow up at the end. Anyway, so here's the first one. Now, this is in one of those markets in Indonesia somewhere, and you immediately can see something going on here. It's literally gone red mad. There's so much red in here, and that wasn't present apparently when this picture was shot. And there's a lot of deep green. So the blacks have gone green. The reds, anything that's got skin tone or red colour, or I don't know, it's not really browns have gone red. And I mean, yeah, it's a woman in the market. So that doesn't look right at all, does it? I mean, it's just too much in the greens and the reds. So what have we got next? Okay, that guy building a thing. You can see the reds popping out, but you can see, again, it's quite heavy towards the reds in there. The wood isn't quite that red. And then the greens are really pushed out, so that the shadow is a bit more green as well. I mean, but, detail-wise, sort of quite soft, a little bit soft. I mean, it's a good sharp lens on there. What have we got next? Okay, this lady in the street selling something. Not as bad with this, but you can see, and we'll have a good example of this later. If you look at the top above, if you look to the left of her, there's a black thing, and you go up, there's a light, and you can start to see that it's got massive halation on that light. She's similar to what she actually looked like. She's a little bit deeper in colour. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. But what's this one? Okay, this guy, that's a temple or something. Again, bit too heavy on the reds, bit too heavy on the greens. So the black has got greens in it, and the reds go a bit pushy. And then again, on the top right, in the top right-hand corner there, you can see anything that's got light on it just goes halation mad. But the whites are sort of white. What have we got here? Okay, I'll show you this one. The guy at the front on the bike is completely underexposed. But if you look at the back above, where the temple is, that was a bright day, and all around the tree on the right-hand side, it's completely blown away with halation. Really, really quite over the top. Now, halation is always a part of film. I mean, you've got, what's it called? Like, cinema film has halation. Remjet, which has halation controlling. A lot of films have halation built into the to control it. But this stuff's just like gone mad with it. What's the next one? Okay, now this is a bit better. He's okay, but again, you can see it's gone very green. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. Fuji, which one was it? Fuji 200? I used to get a lot of this with Fuji 200. It used to get like the blacks, the shadows would go green. And this is like happening a lot. You can see this is very, 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 very green. When it's C41, so it went through a machine. It's not that, it is a little bit underexposed. Maybe that's what the problem is. But yeah, he's got too much. He's he's not that colour. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's just not that colour. What else we got here? Okay, this dude. Like, you can see the straight. This looks completely, he's no way that colour. He's just no way that colour. So that's whatever it's doing, it's like really not balanced for anything. I mean, I don't think I've shot any Caucasians on this, but it's like or anybody, would take him, but it just blows the colours out completely and the reds. And so that's pretty much like just a quick overview of Phoenix shooting people, and not with a standard like Caucasian skin. And anything that's like off, it's red, it's going to red or the browns, it just goes mad. Anything that's sort of greens or blacks, it starts to go green. And I don't know, I mean, well done Harman for making new film. But I don't know what we're getting from this. I honestly don't know what I'm getting from this. I mean, obviously, I've seen some of the pictures on their website, and they look, different color schemes and different things. I mean, that's not quite. I mean, that's just a normal scan. It's not a mega detailed scan, but it is a bit soft for me. I mean, I may have to shoot another roll of it. I don't really know, but it feels like I don't know. It feels like more like an expired film. It's not, it's brand new, but it feels something like an expired film. It doesn't feel, or one of those, I'm going to say a really horrible word now, well, more like a novelty film. I don't think you should use it for capturing things, like if you're doing a proper photograph of a car or something. It's not for that. It's, I think it's more of a fun film. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. I mean, as I was speaking about, portrait has literally no character to it. This has too much character. You've got halation. You've got wacky colours going on with that. I mean, that's the same lens all the way through under similar bright lighting conditions. And it's sort of not, the exposure's not that badly off on some of them, but even saying that, you've just got a green tint in there and you've got too much red, so it's like red and green. I think there's no blue really in those. Be interested to see what it does with blue. But yeah, so buy roll, support them, obviously, but beware what you're going to do with it when you shoot it. I think that's the takeaway from that film. Test it and see what you can get. Anyway, okay, that's Phoenix 200. Thanks for watching.